Hello and welcome to Fantasy Premier League Animate. I'm your manager Rodan and this is the very first video in the brand new channel where we review the results of the last game week and give some tips about the week ahead in a unique, different and fun way. So let's jump into my overall point and rank. It's now standing around 590,000. Very poorly for me. I started this season high, but since game week 11 it's a free fall for me and I hope to recover at Christmas time. That's what this holiday is all about. Let it be a Christmas miracle. So let's see what my players did this week and who I'm gonna throw off my team on game week 15. First up is Nick Pope, who had great games on game week 12 and 13. So I decided to bring him on for the game against Wolves, hoping he maintain his form and will get me some solid points. But Lady Luck wanted to give Wolves a chance and gave them penalty on the 89th minute. Pope jumped to the right corner but couldn't reach the ball, so 2 points for him and nothing more. Yeah Nick, just almost. Not much to say about our next player. Unfortunately, Chilwell got injured in the 9th minute of the game and had to be replaced. Get well soon, Ben! I don't have time or place to draw your ankle, so let's say it was your head, okay? Zuma on the other hand played 90 minutes and kept a clean sheet, give him 6 points. Usually Zuma gets at least one good header from the corner kicks, but I guess Thiago Silva stole that header in the game against West Ham. Continue with Webster. Oh, Webster. From the back of my bench he jumped into my starting lineup on game week 13 against Fulham to get 96 points. Didn't expect much beside clean sheet against them and Sheffield United this week. It was the perfect time to bring him in. So imagine my surprise that against 10 Sheffield players Brighton conceived a goal with a little help of Webster's foot. He had one great shot on goal and tried to be more active in the second half. Still, only 2 points that game week and I guess it's back on the bench for you Webster. My player on fire this week is the Portuguese, who got 17 points with 2 goals, 1 assist, no clean sheet but 2 bonus points. Lucky for me I captained him, so 17 more points came my way. Bruno was everywhere in this game against Leeds, that always thinking offense, which made Bruno and the rest of Manchester United players a lot of space to attack Leeds' defense squad who had little to offer. After 2 weak games, Bruno needed a team like Leeds to get back on its form, and next week he got Wolves at home. Any chance for a double figures again? I do think so. Next up is Ward-Prowse. It wasn't a bad game for Southampton, but the midfielder didn't provide much and got only 1 point with no clean sheet and a yellow card. He seems only effective when Southampton get free kicks or corners. Well, in this game they didn't get any free kicks close to the box and his corner passes were good, but no one finished them with a goal. It seems he doesn't get any points this season unless it's from those situations, so I hope that next game against Fulham he will be back on track or will be out of squad. I'm sure he will get it next game. Next is City midfielder, who delivered 1 assist, 1 yellow card and 1 clean sheet and not much more, giving him only 5 points this week. Seems De Bruyne with the rest of City players lost the joy and the killer instinct this season, settled for 1 goal and not storming forward to get some more goals after getting the first one. This season so far De Bruyne have only 2 goals, both penalties, and it looks like the only point you will get from him is from the assist with 7, only second to Harry Kane. Now to the attacking fielder of Aston Villa, who had 2 assists, clean sheet and 1 bonus points against West Brom, giving him 10 points. Considering Grealish don't take any corner kicks, free kicks or penalty kicks, it's quite impressive how he scores his goals and gets his assists. One of the best fast break midfielder in the league that can do a lot of damage to his opponent. If you look at his season so far, it doesn't seem that he do much for 2 weeks games, and then on the third game he bring the big points. Up against Crystal Palace, who can be a broken team after the defeat against Liverpool, he can rise once again. Next up we have Wilson, who had a good week with 1 goal, penalty kick and 3 bonus points, giving him a nice 9 points. He wasn't very effective in this game, but he did cause the penalty kick and scored it. But no shots on goal beside that. He got 8 goals so far this season, 4 of them out of penalties. Just doesn't seem too much involved for a long period of time in the game. But can complain with 9 points, can we? Another player on my team and another member of the Yellow Card Club this week is Everton Striker, who had a decent game with 1 assist for an own goal, but we take it, and a few fast breaks with nothing to show for except 4 points. Seems he always delivers something in his games with 3 assists in the last 3 games, but where are the goals? With the chance of Rodriguez returning for next game week against Sheffield United, Everton will have the creative players you need to deliver a striker more and more balls and get him back on track with some goal or 2 or 3. What do you say, Dominic? And the last player on my team is Bamford, who played against Manchester City. Leeds did score twice, but Bamford wasn't a part of it and got only 2 points. Leeds are a fun team to watch because they play their games open and free, it's all about attack. Bamford had 2 attempts on goal, 1 in an offside position. Other than that, he was very passive in this game, and maybe next game week against Burnley he will put some balls in the net. After the starting 11, let's see what the bench did this week. McCarthy played against Manchester City, so I didn't expect him to keep a clean sheet, but somehow he made more points than my first goalie. Cancelo was on the bench unfortunately, because I couldn't trust Pep rotation in the Manchester City squad, so I set him on the bench and he got 8 points. Well, I won't do that mistake again with him. He seems to take his starting place every week and play a big role on offense too. 2 of my West Ham players saw the bench for the very first time this season. I had them since the early going, but against Chelsea I had a feeling that they would not perform very well, and I was right this time. But on game week 15 against Brighton, it's their chance to show me what they got. So I decided to make some changes in my team and bring some old and new blood. For that I have to sell my player on fire, Mr. Fernandes, who I do think will keep his good form, but this week he got Leicester that play better defense these days, and after that Manchester United have games against Wolves and Aston Villa. So I thought it might be better to bring even a bigger gunner who will bring me more points. As for Wilson, well, I needed the money that Wilson cost and produced little with it. Manchester City, Liverpool and then Leicester is coming up next. Give that strong sense that I won't get much from this player and time to search for cheaper but better striker for the upcoming games. So Mo Salah is the obvious choice, not just because what he done last game week, more about what he going to do this week and the weeks ahead. West Brom and Newcastle next. This is his time now and a player you must have. My other player coming in for -4 points is Rodrigo, who playing a very attacking team and his price is just right for me and hopefully will be right to my points as well. So I decided to play him. Leeds got Burnley next and then West Brom. With Bamford already in my team, I can just imagine what those two can produce together on those games. So this was my team on game week 14. Time to make some changes. First of all, McCarthy back on goal. He got Fulham next, so it should be 6 points in the bank. Chilwell will be removed from my starting 11 due to his injury, but I still want to keep him for the games ahead. Hopefully he will recover in a week or 2. Cresswell will replace him and Consuelo will replace Webster. Fornals will be back in the starting 11 too, with the new old recruit Mo Salah. All my other players remain in their position, and for the most of them, game week 15 should be a piece of cake, with games that should be easy on paper. So the only thing left is to pick my captain. 3 names come in mind when I look at my team. First is De Bruyne, who will face Newcastle next at home. On paper seems like a good opportunity for him to shine against a defense to rate only 14 in the league and kept a clean sheet in only 3 games. And if Aguero will take part in this game, I'm sure De Bruyne will have a chance to get more assists and maybe he'll find the net too. So I think 80% that he will be my captain for this week. Second runner-up is Salah. Nothing I can say more about him that not been said already. Scored 2 goals and assists away against Palace and seemed unstoppable. Next is West Brom at home. Even though West Brom gave a hard time to any big club that play against them this season, I don't see them stopping the smoking hot Liverpool. So yeah, I didn't bring him back for nothing, so 90% chance that he will be my go-to guy. And last but not least is Dominic, who plays Sheffield United away. Sheffield, with one of the worst defense in the league, can be an easy target for the striker who delivers points one way or the other every week. With a slight chance of James Rodriguez coming back, Dominic could focus more on shooting the ball and a little less of passing it. So I'll give him 85% to become VIP on the game week. So the winner is... So this is my team for game week 15. I hope you enjoyed this first video. We'll be happy to get your likes. And if you don't want to miss the next video, please subscribe to the new channel. I promise a lot more animation and a better accent from me. If you have any cool ideas for this channel, please comment below. Good luck to everyone!